Silo! Hello. I'm sorry. It's been a fucking hot second. I'm so sorry. I've been having a time, and I'm sure that some of you already know this because I, did posted about it and things like that. At least you guys I finally was allowed to give you guys a bunny photo. So you guys finally, those of you who aren't in the members Discord, because I think that's the only other place that I've ever posted them before, you finally got to see at least one of my little fluffs. Although it was an older photo, because currently they look ill. They definitely look the way that they're making me feel. Shauna, thank you for returning to the Palm crew. I really appreciate it, and thank you for the well wishes. Yeah, it's been a time. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life right now that's like not like I usually, if I talk about like, family members being ill or like people around me doing things, I'm usually like really like I try to stay positive about it and like be silly about it, but yeah, there's been some stuff that's going on in my like close family that's like not great. And then also the bunnies have decided to like attempt to commit unaliving on themselves. Are they both ill? Okay, so I'll let you guys know like the whole of what happened there. Or what is happening there. And yeah, I know that originally we were supposed to do gaming streams and stuff, but it'll probably just be like a short Zatsu. I kind of just wanted to like come say hi and explain like why I'm not really streaming and like hang out with you guys for a little bit, because I do like hanging out with you guys, so. But yeah, I've been stressed. I've been very stressed and going. Okay, I'm a VTuber. We all know. There's not a single person here who thinks that I am like mentally not ill. I like to pretend that I'm good at hiding it, but like everyone fucking knows. And so that's definitely part of it. It's just that there was a thing with that, and then there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on in my like close family, and then the bunnies decided to do the thing, and they're essentially my like they're my like emotional support animals, essentially, right? Like they're when I don't have anything to do, they're the reason I have to get out of bed, right? I've got to get up and feed them and like take care of them, and then like I get fluffy hugs and shit. So like with everything else that was going on, and then this happened, I was just like, yeah, I honestly kind of just unraveled a little bit for a couple of days. But I will say that I am doing a little bit better. Actually, I'm doing quite a lot better. And I'll say why. So originally it was one bunny that was under the weather. So what had happened is she did not eat for 2 days, I noticed, or like she was eating less and less, and then she stopped eating. And that was over the course of 2 days. And for those of you who know about bunnies or have heard me talk about this before, bunnies like need to be eating 24/7. Even 8 hours of no food for a bunny can be like potentially fatal. Just because of the way that their digestive systems work. And so it's not good. If you ever end up having a bunny and it doesn't eat, like it's actually kind of serious. So like I immediately called my vet, and they were like, oh no, we're actually we're almost closed for the day, and we're closed tomorrow. And I was like, fuck. So I had to go call a whole bunch of other vets in like different places to find one that would take my bunnies as soon as possible, essentially, because it is an emergency. For bunnies, like, not eating is actually an emergency. And like, as I was trying to get an appointment, they were like, they had just like completely stopped eating. They were like lethargic and not moving, and they were hiding under stuff. And like, so when bunnies are in distress or in pain, they grind their teeth, and it's like a very audible, like you can hear them like clicking and grinding their teeth. And so they were doing that because after the first one stopped eating, the second one got stressed and also stopped eating like a fucking asshole. Yeah, so I brought them to the vet. Although that wasn't until like the morning a couple of days later. So that was like, oh god, what day was that? Was that like, I want to say that was Sunday morning? Saturday or Sunday. Anyway, yeah, I got like the earliest appointment. I brought them in immediately. And they were like, okay, so your options are, we give you medication for GI stasis for the bunnies and painkillers for the bunnies, and we send you home, and we hope that that's what it is, or we can get like x-rays and stuff and like do other tests if needed if it's not showing up on the x-ray, and then we can go from there. But that is more expensive, and I was like, fucking give me the x-ray. give me the x-ray. So expensive vet visit, but it's fine because they're worth it. And yeah, so I did that, and the one who stopped eating after just had GI stasis, because that was like, you know, more recently stopped eating. But the girl, the first one, the one that was the main one in the photo that I posted, she had, I guess, a gut blockage, which is well more serious, because if you can't clear that really quickly, or like pretty, like, essentially you've got like a day or two, and if you can't clear it, they need surgery or they will die. So you I feel like you can kind of tell why I was stressed. They gave her an IV because she was severely dehydrated, and then they gave me a bunch of medication, so a little bit different between the two bunnies, and a painkiller that was to be administered every 24 hours. And then every 4 hours, I had to catch the bunnies, give them a belly massage, give them their medication, force feed them because they refuse to eat. So when bunnies are in pain, they don't eat, which makes them in more pain. And if there's a blockage, like there was in the girly, their intestines are just, they ferment, like their insides are just made, they're just fermentation chambers, okay? So they fill up with gas, which can cause ruptures. So you have to like massage them to like get the gas out. You essentially like have to force them to fart, and like get that out and get things moving. So like I was like physically manipulating anywhere I could feel like a hard thing in her stomach. I had to like try to push that down, and in hopes that like it would pass through her digestive system. Yeah, and so I did not get a good night's sleep. I have still not had a good night's sleep, because I was waking up in the middle of the night to corral, medicate, force feed, and massage my bunnies. And that is like an hour and a half of attempting to do shit. Because there's two of them. Did I call into work? No, I did not. So that's why yesterday's stream was canceled, because I couldn't just call into work. But that's obviously longer than 4 hours. But I was thinking like, okay, so it's been like at least a full day of doing this. Like they're probably gonna be okay. I got home and she was not okay. It was immediate panic, and I honestly was kind of the mind of like, if I got home today from work and she wasn't okay, I definitely would have like had to call an emergency vet and do that again and probably get surgery. So I was the girlies know, because I was doom posting all day. I was like crying at work in the bathroom, and then I had to like pat my eyes and come back out and be professional, because I'm a fucking baby. Yeah. So yeah, you know, when I get stressed, my mental health is just like not great. And yeah, like I said, there's other like family things going on right now as well. So yeah, the bunnies were like the last straw, and my brain was like, nuh-uh. They go, you go, bitch. And I was like, no, we're not, just chill, it's fine. So yeah, I was not having a great day. But I got home, and she is, I mean, she's not better magically, but I caught her with a single piece of hay in her mouth, which is good because that means she was trying to eat something on her own. And it has been 4 days since this bitch has put something in her mouth that wasn't a syringe. So I'll take it. Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm glad. I'm actually like fully like I was relieved enough to start fucking crying again. Because yeah, I mean I know it's kind of stupid, but I do quite rely on them for like emotional support. Look, I have like my single group of friends and I don't leave the house much. I have my fluffs and I have you guys, okay? So I am overly reliant and I will cry and it's fine. I know that it's stupid, but that's okay. Yeah. Chief, thank you so much for the soup. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, I'm hoping that this is just like an uplook and that like they'll be okay. So that will be good. At least the syringe eating. Yeah, it was a fucking time. I don't know if anyone has seen videos of anyone trying to fucking syringe feed a rabbit. I will tell you right now, it is not easy. And the vet made it look very easy. I was like, oh, I can do that. I could not fucking do that. Because you gotta like get them up onto a surface and then like hold their head and hold them so that they're not moving, and then like put it in the side of their mouth and they like will like cringe and be like, yeah. So you've gotta like make sure they don't do that and squirt it into their mouth, but not too much or they'll like choke and fucking die. So you have to like fill their mouth enough that their automatic feeding reflex kicks in. Because if you just put a little bit in their mouth, they're like not gonna swallow it and it's just gonna dribble the fuck out of their mouth, which was the other annoying thing. And then you have to like force feed them water because they're dehydrated bitches and they don't drink water while they're in pain. I cannot. Oh my god. They haven't identified the initial issue with the girly. I'm near certain that like she finally lost the battle against something she was not supposed to eat, you know? Unravi, thank you for rejoining the Palm crew and the sending the well wishes to the fluffs. Yes. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, it's they get into things that they're not supposed to every once in a while. Usually they're okay, and they haven't really recently, so I almost feel like they like there's a possibility that she's managed to burrow like up into the bottom of the couch or something and she ate something she wasn't supposed to, but I haven't seen that in her past yet. So oh my god, this is gonna be really weird. I was so fucking excited when I got home because there was like a pile of shit on the floor. And I know that sounds really weird because like that's usually not what you want to see, right? But I knew it was specifically from her, and that meant that the blockage was moving, which is why I was excited. Because, I mean, everyone's probably fucking seen rabbit shit. But, like, because she wasn't eating, they ended up being, like, tiny and black. And they like, it does not look like rabbit droppings. It looks like just someone has taken, like, fucking, like, I don't know, like, asphalt and, like, little, like, gravel and, like, chucked it across the room or something. But so I was happy about that. But because it's that, like, I know that the blockage isn't like couch foam or something. So I actually think that it might have been because she ate her grooming brush the other week, and I'm still waiting on her new one to arrive. And so I think she straight up might have just eaten too much of her own fucking fur. I think this was like an accidental case of like auto cannibalism gone bad. Zello, thank you for rejoining the Tricksters. I appreciate it. Pets are a cornerstone of many pet owners' mental, so fully understand. Drop everything to make sure they're okay. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you guys kind of get where I'm coming from, because I was like, oh no, everyone's gonna think that I'm so fucking weird for like being like way too stressed and emotional over fucking bunnies. Doom King, thank you so much for rejoining the Palm crew. Thank you for the well wishes to the bunnies. I do appreciate it. Milk bottling baby dogs hard enough. Yeah. I was really glad that I'm really not sure if it's just that like this bunny actually like loves and trusts me, or she just was like in too much pain to like fight me. Because there's a lot of stories of people who like will try to like force feed their sick bunnies, and the bunny will like bite them, and I was like, oh, please don't bite me. I will cry if you bite me. But they didn't, so it's fine, it's okay. I felt really bad doing it the whole time though, because they do make little like noises, sometimes little squeaky sounds, and they're really hard to hear, but like yeah, they make little squeaky sounds. And then the boy bunny honks when he's mad at me, which is like just a weird grunt, sort of high-pitched grunty noise. So like every time they were making noise, I was like, no, because bunnies do not generally make a lot of noise unless they're either A, very happy, or like B, like just very not happy. And like they're obviously not having a good time if they're sick, so Phantom, you're not wrong, you're not wrong. I was worried that would compound on it, you know? Like I'm not gonna be a person who's ever like, I'm not weird. Like you guys are weird. I'm totally normal. No, I'm you know? And I do know that normal is fucking relative or whatever, but like I'm not I'm never gonna be the person who's like, yeah, I'm normal, it's fine. But I was just like, oh, maybe they're gonna like think I'm so fucking weird. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys kind of get where I'm coming from. You would do the same for your pupper? Yeah. But like, okay, so this is probably gonna sound a little odd, but in general, it's like, I've had people who have like, when they're like, they think I have a dog or a cat, and they're like, oh my god, baby! But as soon as they figure out I have a bunny, they're like, why do you care about bunnies? Like, they don't even live that long. But they do! They live as long as cats! People are just dumb. They're not dumb, they just don't know. It's fine, it's fine. Rabbits don't have a vocal cord, so when you can hear them, it's usually heavy breathing or desperately squeaking. Yeah, they have very few vocalizations. But like I said, like my boy honks, which is a common male bunny noise. Although generally it's either out of horniness or aggression. But like mine does it for some reason when he's like he's either having a good time or impatient. Usually he'll honk. But the girly, it's usually just like little squeaky noises when she's like really happy about something. So like if she gets salad, or she's drinking water that I just put out so it's nice and cold, or it's pain, and that's, you know, way less fun. You know the feeling since your pets are ants. Oh my god, do you have an ant colony? That's so cool. That's actually awesome. I used to think about having like getting an ant colony or something, because they're really cool, and you can set up like really cool like tanks and terrariums and stuff for them, and like you can make them big, and therefore you can see all of the cool pathing and tunneling that they do. Anyway, I think ants are pretty neat. But I was kind of afraid that like I would end up with like an ant infestation, because I'm me, and we all know how my luck is, and I was like, I'm gonna set something up wrong and they're gonna like chew through like a connecting part or something, and then I'm just gonna have fucking ants everywhere, and I can't deal with that. I've done that once. I've had an ant infestation once, and I shared that with Leora Senpai when she was going through that too, and I was like, no, please. You, if it leaks for long enough, yeah, that's exactly what I was worried about, Rena. That's exactly what I was worried about. Ah! Oh, your dog went through Hart. I'm so sorry, Chief. Yeah, I had a family dog when I was younger that had the same thing happen, so I know that sucks ass, too. But yeah, unfun. As a man, I can confirm we honk out of horniness or aggression. I mean, yeah, okay. I always found it was weird that it was like, really, it's only like male bunnies that do that too, and I was like, yeah, all right, sure, whatever. It's fine, I guess. But ants are just little friends. Some ants are little friends. Some ants are very murderous friends. Yeah. They'll break free, evolved, and rule the world. Now, I can't decide if you're referring to the ants in Hunter x Hunter or like the cockroaches from Terraformers. Because those are like the, as soon as I read that, the first two things that popped into my head that were like bug-based creatures that like would definitely take over planets. In most cases, as long as the queen does not leave the colony, it's a problem that will solve itself relatively quickly. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. But like, relatively quickly in that like, but like they can still trail to get like food and shit, you know? Because I had that problem. I had that, Did I tell you guys about the time that I had an ant infestation? I feel like I must have. I feel like I've told that story before. One of your cats went into surgery and you cried in class for like 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. The thought of my bunny having to go into surgery, because essentially if she doesn't actually eat anything today, if I don't see her eat anything else, she probably will. She's still going to the vet tomorrow. I will have to call and make another appointment. If she does eat, if I see her eating more, then I will just keep an eye on her instead and keep giving her painkillers, because I've got like another week's worth of 24-hour painkillers for them. But the thought of her having to go into surgery was making me stressed and cry at work, but Banan, so I get that. Yeah, no, if she was, I would also have like, I would be crying on main the entire time. You're fine. I get it. Ants outnumber humans like 2.5 million to 1. Yeah. Yep. May, thank you for rejoining the Tricksters. You fear owning a pet because you think you might get attached. Yeah. On your birthday yesterday. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I hope your day was far better than mine. Happy birthday, May. Yeah, that's for sure the thing of like, pets are so great. They're so fantastic, and like they're such a warm part of your life, but they generally don't live as long as you will. Unless something goes terribly wrong with you. But generally speaking, yeah, so there's always that point of like the not so great section when they have to leave. Yeah, I understand that. That's part of the reason it took me a really, really long time to decide to get pets in general. Like, I mean, I haven't lived with my parents since I gone to university. I've already told you guys many, many times, I'd rather live in a fucking closet under a staircase. So I moved out very quickly, but I didn't like the buns are the first pet that is like mine. That I've had since then, and so it's been a while, and I was always kind of worried about that. But this is also the first time I've ever lived alone with like no roommates or anything, and so like I just got very depressed. I need something else in the house with me, so I got bunnies. Mainly because I'm very allergic to cats. And I have lived with a sugar glider before, and I helped take care of that, and that was a time. And I decided I just really didn't want a sugar glider. And chinchillas are really cute, and I've had a chinchilla before. Or, well, technically it was my roommate's chinchilla, but like, I took care of it because they did not take care of it. And I was like, I don't know if I want a chinchilla again. They're cute. They're cute. It was one of the options. But I was trying to decide between buns and a snake. And then Mima Hart said that she would never come over if I got a snake because she's deathly afraid of them. So, oh, I'm so allergic to cats, Martin. I am like ridiculously, stupidly allergic to cats. Most cats is just, you know, it's the usual like itchy hives, eyeballs are watery and want to die. Sneezy, sniffly, all that kind of stuff, right? But there's some cats that like I have straight up like lost my voice being around. Like I was around in the house that the cat was in for like a couple of hours, and like I lost my voice for like a day and a half. I've been in a house with a cat where like the owner didn't know that I was allergic. So usually I tell people beforehand, I'm like, by the way, very allergic to cats. Will apply myself with allergy medication, but like if there is like a cat-free quote-unquote blanket. Like if you wash a blanket or something beforehand, I can sit on that instead of like existing in your cat world. Yeah, because there's I don't know what it is, but certain cats I'm like so allergic to that, yeah, like I'll lose my voice or I'll have trouble breathing if I'm in an area for too long, or like I'm like very allergic to cats. Which sucks because they're really cute and they really like me. Thankfully, my single outgoing friend, my single extroverted friend, does have cats, but I'm relatively I'm relatively okay around them. I still have to like have 2 different allergy pills when I go to her place, but then it's just like itchy, and like sniffly, you know. They like me, yeah. Yeah. Cats really like me. Children really like me. I don't like, well, I like cats, but I can't be around them. I don't like kids, but they think I'm a kindred spirit or something. I don't fucking know. They can tell I'm immature, I suppose. Good morning, vegan pancakes. Good morning. You don't think you want a bird again? I vaguely thought about getting a bird, and then I learned about bird fancier's lung, and I was like, nah, you know, I like breathing. I like breathing. I used to work with kids. Yeah, I used to be a teacher. I am very, very passionate about education. I think that every teacher should have to like really care about the kids in their class and about making sure that everyone gets like the best possible education, which is a part of the reason I decided to stop being a teacher, because I thought it was unfair, like if I wasn't giving like 100% of what I could give. But like children themselves, I'm not fond of. I wouldn't say that I hate them or anything. Like, it's not their fault that I just, I don't have the patience for it. Like, you know, I just don't, I'm not good at, like, I get frustrated easily. So, yeah, I'm not fond of children. I'm good with kids. Kids like me. I can deal with them for a while. I thought it would be okay because I was like, oh, you're a teacher. You give them back at the end of the day. And then I was like, no, no, you don't. You're stuck with them. Even if they're not there, you're thinking about them, and that's stupid. I want to play video games. How can you not like kids when you constantly babysit people on the internet? No, I do not. I get to have cool conversations with my informants. Also, like, if I ever did go back to teaching, I would probably try to do, like, adult education. Actually, the reason that I didn't try to do adult education and like continue like that is because the majority of the time, if you are teaching in a college or university, that is only part of your job. You have to do like academia, which is like research and paper writing and that kind of stuff. And like, I'm good at that, but I don't like doing, like, I'm sorry, I wrote so many fucking 30+ page essays when I was in uni. I just don't want to have to do that again, okay? I like researching things that I think are fun. I don't want to have to do that again. I don't wanna. So, yeah, so I was like, I don't know, I'm just gonna not be a teacher. I'm just gonna not. Yeah. But it was good. It was, you know, it wasn't like a terrible job or anything. It was something that I found wasn't for me. Yeah, and I've found a lot of things that aren't for me. I've tried a lot of things, figured out a lot of things are not what I want to do, and then, you know, moved on and tried to find something else. So eventually I found something. It works. You're the opposite. You wanted to do psych research, but you didn't want to be forced to teach. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Because it is harder to do, like, research-specific things if you're not in, like, a science or tech field. Because in those fields, like, you can have, like, a purely research job. Or it's easier to have a purely research job. You can technically have a purely research job when it comes to, like, things like psych or social sciences or even, like, linguistics, things like that. But it is much harder to find a position that has those kinds of research-specific things that, like, don't include teaching, which, yeah, less fun. If you don't like doing it, for sure, I can see that. Yeah. You don't want to make monotonous papers your whole life? I know, right? But some people really like that. Some people really enjoy that kind of thing. But yeah, not really for me. I don't know. I really like education. I'm really passionate about it. I think I was saying for a while that my dream job would be if I could audit university classes, if I could get paid to go to university classes and like grade professors, you know? Not necessarily like grade the content of their class, but grade the way that they like disseminate the information of their class. I think that would be like my dream job if that actually existed. Because I think that like all like, I mean, you have to be smart to be like a university professor, right? You have to be smart. You have to know a lot about your given topic. The problem is, just because you know a lot about your given topic doesn't mean you're a good teacher. Yeah, so I was like, that would be really interesting to be able to do. It would, but to be fair, I just think that they should separate the teaching of professordom and the research of professordom. And like the teachers should have to like prove that they still know up-to-date topics, but like writing a book about it shouldn't be the way that you do that, you know? Because like some people just want to write the book and some people just want to teach. I don't know. But I think that's kind of like, I think that would be a thing that I would be like super, well, A, qualified to do, but like B, like would actually really enjoy doing. 'Cause I really love learning. I really love like education things, but yeah, it turns out that the fields surrounding that are not necessarily for me as a job. Studying to be a teacher right now, but you really like kids, you're excited. I wish you all the best, Banan. I will say that depending on where you work, you may run into some fun or less fun surprises. Like I've said before that like, I think I've mentioned before that one of my practicum schools was in an inner city area that is like well known to be like very like a hard off area. And this particular practicum school, when I was a student teacher, we had to get there like half an hour early on specific days because the teachers would comb the school grounds for drug paraphernalia before the kids got there. So like that was a really interesting start to my teaching career. Because I had no idea that that kind of thing was like, yeah, I learned a lot about the world when I went to school to be a teacher, because like I grew up quite sheltered, honestly. I grew up very sheltered, and so I learned a lot doing that kind of thing. Also, Yuzai, thank you for returning to the Tricksters. Happy 6 months, and thank you for the well wishes for the buns. I haven't heard them, so I'm gonna go check on them afterwards, but hopefully it'll be fine. That sounds fun. Yeah, so every area and every school has its own issues when it comes to being a teacher. Right, like this particular school, at one point we were playing, God, like, kind of like Pictionary, but like with miming, like mimicking actions, and one of these, like, God, were they third graders? I think my first practicum was for third graders. I don't remember. But, like, young kid, perfectly mimicking shooting up drugs. And I was like, okay! Move on to the next kid. And then, like, if you go into a richer area, you have to deal with parents. Which is a whole other thing that is also very not fun, because we had to do, like, substitutions for other people in the teaching class. And that day was also very different, but like other problems to deal with. So like, yeah, no matter what, the teaching itself is great, but like the dealing with humans is less fun. Or at least I'm assuming dealing with the humans is just as not fun as dealing with raccoons. So, maybe you'll be lucky and there won't be an equivalency there. Maybe you'll just like end up in the perfect place with no other problems than like curricular ones. Yeah. And Podak, thank you for rejoining the Palm crew. Happy 6 months. Yeah, your stick to instructing adults, probably the best choice, unless you really like kids, honestly. Thank you for the fluff well wishes. Yes. No, we did not get to keep the things, Phantom. No. But you did. No, you don't. No, teachers do not get paid nearly enough money. Oh my god. Like I've said this before too, I think, but like the reason that I'm okay with having, like, I don't work full time. I work part time, and then I do this, and then I do other like silly little things, and like I'm only okay doing that because I have been ready to be poor since I was in like 3rd grade, because that's when I was like, I want to be a teacher. So like I've always just kind of assumed I would be generally broke as an adult. So I got quite good at budgeting or figuring out how to balance a budget. Yes. But yeah, no, teachers definitely do not get paid enough. A lot of people kind of think that they do, or think that they, like, you know, you get weekends, you get holidays, you get all this kind of stuff. But like, you don't actually get paid for the holidays. Teachers who do, it's because you spread the like 8 months or whatever that you get paid, like the school year, or I guess it's technically 10 months. It's probably more like 9 months, honestly. And you take the money that you make over that 9 months and you just like split it so it covers the 12, but you technically don't get paid for any like summer vacation, winter vacation, that kind of thing. And they don't pay for anything in your classroom. So like books or couches or anything comfy that you want to bring in for the kids, nah. And so yeah, they honestly really do deserve to get way more than they do. But fucking and palm fruits, thank you for returning to the tricksters. Happy 4 months. You'll never be patient enough for neither the kids or the parents. Yeah. that is a mood, and that is why I no longer am teacher. Teacher seeking summertime job is a real market. Yeah. Even when I was growing up, like I would go to like a restaurant on the beach or something, like when I lived around a lake, and you would go to a restaurant and there'd be a teacher serving, and you're like, oh my god, Miss So-and-so? And they would be like, oh hi, like what do you want? And like it was so weird because you were seeing a teacher like outside of a school, and I feel like that's illegal. But yeah, it's very much a thing. So good mindset, so being broke is just a bonus. Yeah, it's a thing, man. It's certainly something. Depending on the country, the scholarly vacations are paid, but they still need to prepare and participate in some events. Yes, that too. I mean, most of the summer break as well, you're prepping for the next school year, especially when you're just getting into teaching, because obviously you don't just have years and years of lesson plans that you can go back and reach into. Yeah, there's a lot of planning. Oh my god, is there so much planning. You're like, oh, like teachers teach from like 9 to 3. No. Oh my dear god. Oh my god, I fucking wish. And then people are like, oh, you get pro D days. You don't get pro D days. No, those are professional development days. The amount of times that I had to go do shit, oh my god, that I didn't want to do, and because they're mandatory, you have to find something to go do and learn about so that you can teach it to your class. I don't want to do that anymore. I had to go, I went for a hike once. I learned about trees and forests. Why? I didn't want to do that. And Doom King, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. Thank you. If you are here and you got gifted a membership by Doom King, please do make sure to thank them and welcome on in. One of your teachers had an adventure hunting show on DirecTV. Oh, that's really neat though. He didn't need to be a teacher. Yeah, I think those are the best teachers. I think the best teachers are the teachers who like don't need to be a teacher, because that means that they're really like, they want to be a teacher, you know? And like those are the best teachers. The teachers who like that's what they want to do. They're there because they're really passionate about it. I think is really cool, but like I don't care how passionate about something you are, you should still be paid to do it. Like you should still be like able to like afford to be alive.
Thanks for joining.
Which is my problem with like things like teaching. Yeah. I really do wish that they got paid more, or like got some sort of other compensation for like the amount of time and effort that job actually requires compared to like how people see it, because yeah, it's weird. It's stupid. Most British teachers are there for the power trip. I fucking hate that. I hate that so much. But like I'm obviously I'm very much like you shouldn't be a teacher unless you're like passionate about like education and helping people, and like if you're not actually there to like, you know, make people want to learn, fuck you, honestly. I don't know. Yeah, I get it for sure. Like, I was really lucky. I think the majority, not all of course, but the majority of the teachers that I had were really good teachers. Like, they might not have been like super kind people or anything, but you could tell like they were actually like really passionate about making sure that you know, people were learning in their class. Although one of them did throw a desk at us, but like, you know, what, she was old school. But like, yeah, like they actually like cared about trying to help you like figure out what the fuck was going on 99% of the time, which was cool. What? Oh, you guys didn't have a desk thrown at you? Yeah, she was really close to retirement, so she just didn't give a fuck. She would throw shit. She would like whap her like giant meter stick on the desk and be like, shut up! And we were like, oh, okay. I also though got to make like a giant game board when I was in her class, and I can still remember that, and that was really fun. So like I made it 3D, and there was straight up like a slide that the player pieces could slide down, because it was based on a Lemony Snicket book, because of fucking course it was. And there was like literally like a cliff that like if you pulled the piece out because you landed on the like question mark square, like the whole fucking that part of the board would just like collapse, so you couldn't go that way anymore, and you had to like go anyway. It was a lot of fun. It was for like a book project. Can you tell that I was the kid who actually liked school? I was the kid who was like, if I didn't get like fun things to do, I was sad. I would be really sad. I loved school. I was that kid. But I also, oh my god, I saw a thing recently. Because like I don't know if there still are. There weren't when I was a teacher, but that could have just been because I was in a lower income area. But there used to be all these programs for like quote unquote gifted kids. And then I saw a thing that was like, you know, what the fuck were those for? Like, what was that for? And then it was like, the explanation of it was like, it wasn't like, they weren't trying to like help you or anything. The programs for gifted kids at that point in time were specifically to get you the fuck out of the classroom so that no one had to deal with you asking questions and being done and asking for more work. Those programs were specifically for the kids who were annoying as fuck. And you want to know how many of those fucking gifted programs I was put into? I was like, oh no. Although, I very quickly realized when I became a teacher, I was like, oh, I thought I was all the teachers' favorite kid. I was definitely one of the least favorite kids. Like, I asked far too many questions. I wanted to hang out with the teacher when they were having lunch, and I had some kids like that, and I was like, please leave the classroom. please leave the classroom. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, because like one of the things that I did when I was in elementary school, I think it was like 4th grade or something, was just like, it was like a physics program, but they called it like the Teddy Bear Olympics. So like you had to like bring your own teddy bear, and then you would like do like the Olympics, so like high jump or like long jump or whatever with your teddy bear. But then you would have to like use physics to like calculate the like distance, whatever, velocity, whatever. Like, it was really cool, and it was technically like advanced past like what fucking 4th graders were doing, but yeah, it was like, hey, let's hang out and throw teddy bears across a fucking playground so that you are not in the classroom disrupting the other children. And I was like, I saw this thing and I was like, oh, this makes so much sense. I was like thinking about it. I was like, I bet you anything, every single other kid in that class was also probably like a really annoying overachiever with ADHD. I was like, okay, oh, I understand now. Yeah, so like if you've ever wondered like what the point of those gifted kid programs were, congratulations, welcome to the realization that like it's because you asked too many questions. It was the same as like you know, they would take the kids who had like learning disabilities out, and they had their own like teacher to like help with things, right? So that like, you know, you get longer times on tests, you make sure that you have like a quiet room, all the kind of stuff that actually like helps people like learn and keep up with what's going on in the classroom, right? And then it was the same thing. It was literally the same thing. It was like we're gonna get these kids out of the classroom so that we didn't get any actual like supplemental, like very rarely in these programs did you learn anything. Okay, I spent a whole ass year in a class in like another quote-unquote gifted program. Like this wasn't even just like an off to the side thing. This was like a whole fucking classroom of these kids, and there was no curriculum. And I'm realizing, like, I realized when I became a teacher, I was like, no curriculum. They let us make our own curriculum. I was like, no, they just didn't want us in classrooms. They had us take this like giant test, and they were like, oh yeah, it's testing for like IQ and like creativity and flexibility and your thinking and blah 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 blah. And I can think back now, and I'm like, I bet you anything it was like, are these the kids that are gonna look for loopholes and be annoying? I mean, I made a really cool curriculum, and I learned Latin that year. That was really fun. And I made like a mini hydroelectric dam by like coiling wires so that you passed a magnet through, and it actually made like a measurable amount of electricity. And I made a quail egg incubator, and I tried to hatch quails, but then I just traumatized everyone in the classroom instead because they didn't hatch, and then we broke them open, and then they definitely were about to hatch because there were just mostly formed quails and eggs. Just, you know, it's fine. I got the amount of time wrong. But like 99% of that class, it was just like, it was like sixth graders trying to come up with their own curriculum and just doing whatever the fuck they wanted because no one wanted to deal with us. Yeah. So yeah, the longer I thought about it after I like saw this kind of shit, I was like, oh, that explains so much. That explains so much. You created balut? I did, accidentally. I didn't even know what that was until way later, and then I laughed at it. The first time I ever heard anyone, like, first saw that was a food, I laughed. I laughed uproariously because I remembered that point in my life, and I was like, oh. Oops. But like that particular elementary school, that particular program, was in like a very affluent white neighborhood. So that's not a food that would have been like typically. That was something that like a lot of kids never really quite recovered from. Especially there were like 2 vegans in the class. They were very unhappy with me. They were very unhappy with me. I was banned from all of their friend circles after that. It was okay though. I wasn't overly friendly with them anyway. But yeah, they certainly did not like me after that happened. Yeah, but we also got to do like really interesting things. We did like soapstone carving. We got to like there were what I realize now were like group therapy sessions. With like a talking stick and shit, and like how to like emotionally regulate. And now I'm like, oh yeah, we definitely were like all neurotypical. They just like chucked a bunch of like really like inquisitive neurotypical fucking ADHD brain motherfuckers into a classroom, and we're like, yeah, we need to like make these guys a little bit more normal. Help. We don't want these guys in classrooms. Put them all in one class. It's fine. They can't, there's no one else here for them to bother. It's fine. Yeah. So that was a whole fucking year of my life. It definitely did not actually help me integrate myself socially any better, because the next grade I definitely did not do well. I've already told the story about the fact that like I missed like sex ed the first time, so I didn't know what humping was. And so at one point like I like pinned a guy in the PE class, and like fucking I had the ball. I was like, yeah, I got it. And then like the guy's like, ha, she's humping me. And I was like, yeah, I'm humping him, because I was like, yeah, I'm winning. Yeah, so the year that sex ed was supposed to happen was the year that I was in this class where we were just fucking teaching ourselves shit. So I'm going back into reality after being in that classroom. I missed a lot of really important context clues. Yeah, so if you ever question why I am the way I am, I'm gonna specifically blame that one 6th grade classroom. I missed a lot of really important, like, kid growing up details. Yeah. Cyon was once as innocent as Meeta? Yes, actually, until approximately 10th grade. Yeah. Until approximately 10th grade, when that's the second time that you get sex ed was. So yes. That dude must have been so confused. I'm sure he was, because he was definitely trying to mock me. Because like I was also very sporty. So like he was probably like, oh my god, a girl? No, a girl can't fucking win. And so like he was 100% trying to embarrass me, and I just fucking went with it. Yeah. That's certainly something. That's certainly something. You question a lot about me, but you don't think you want the answers? Yeah, I don't think anyone really wants the answers, honestly. And then you made up for all those years with the internet? Yeah, well... Yeah, I mean, I've already told you, like, the first time I ever got exposed to hentai, and that was just because, like, my friend's older brother recommended us anime, and like usually he gave really good anime recommendations, but this time he gave us Black Bible. You fucking know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I had it downloaded onto my iPod, and I was in math class, and that was the first time I ever saw what hentai was. Just the back of a math class. Yeah, so that existed. Yeah, that was also approximately 10th grade. You still grew up to be a functional adult who got good grades in uni and able to support herself. I mean, I got through uni. I did that well, yeah. I feel like a lot of people would definitely say that I am questionably a functioning adult. Yeah. So he did give you good recommendations. Zello! That is not something that you give your little sister's best friend. That is, I am sorry. Oh my god, that wasn't the only time he got us either, because he also definitely got us with Boku no Pico. So, he just casually recommended anime. Yeah, well, I mean, we were weebs, so it's fucking fine. Yeah. So he created a monster. I mean, I wouldn't say that he created a monster, but yeah, that was the first time that I saw those things. I didn't watch it at that point in my life. I was like very much like, what the fuck is happening? I may or may not have gone back and watched it like in university. Mainly though to seem cool, which realizing now was the opposite of what it probably did, but like... I was like, oh yeah, like cool people watch this kind of thing, right? Like I want to have things to talk about with cool people. Yeah, no, that was definitely not the way to talk to cool people. Although, like, there was one... Okay, look, honestly, it was to impress one girl who was a couple years older than me, but she was really cool, and she had, like, you know, like, the, like, scene haircut. Like, she was, like, cool and scene and, like, punky and, like, really awesome, and, like, I wanted to impress her with my anime knowledge, okay? I was like, yeah, like, I'm grown up. I'm a grown up. I'm totally cool. I know what this is. Yeah. So that's the reason that was like the first like time I actually like fully watched anything like that. So yeah, hentai's first introduction was like accidentally in the back of a math class, and then I just didn't touch it for many years. Until I wanted to impress. She was the bad girl vibe. Yes, she was. You take any hot goth girl from like 2000s, early 2000s media, and that was what she was, like 100%. Like, she was the hot goth girl stereotype in like nerd culture, and like she was great. She was fantastic. Did I impress her with it? Probably not, honestly. She probably was looking at me like, who the fuck invited this brat? So like, probably not, no. But I sure tried. Sure tried. I once got invited to a party that she hosted, but that was like 4 years later. So, yeah, no, I don't think that actually impressed her at all. Science tastes haven't changed in years. Yeah. Mommy, yeah. Hot goth girl with the thigh tattoos type shit. Yes. Yes. Yeah, very much, very much, yeah, like hot goth scene girl, from like that period of time. A lot of guys would do dumb stuff for goth girls, right? Right? And I just wanted to be your friend. I just wanted to be acknowledged by the hot goth girl, okay? I was like, I want to be you. How do I be you? And for some reason, the first fucking thing that my dumb brain was like, I bet she watches hentai. I can be her by doing that. I feel like that was not the correct option. I feel like the correct option would have been like, hey, I like your style. Where do you go shopping? Can I come with you sometime? But like, that's fine. That's fine. Simps before the word simp became a thing. Yeah, I mean, you guys already know how I am. It's fine. It's fine. Been a simp for a long time. Yeah, well, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Try not to come off as a total bitch. Yeah. The more you speak about it, that's really cringe. I know, right? Hello, Raiders. Hello, Leon. Hello. You guys came in at the end of a topic, and I have never been happier for the timing of a raid. I will not lie. I am so glad that you guys are coming in now and not approximately 5 minutes ago. Welcome on in. Hello. I hope that you guys had a fun stream. I hope that you were having a good night, doing really well. We're just chilling, hanging out. It's probably going to be a relatively short Zatsu stream, but hello, welcome. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Cyon Hart. I am from V&U's 3rd Gen Oracle, and I am a super cool Tanuki phantom thief. Yes, I am indeed a Tanuki and not a raccoon. It is very important that you do not get those mixed up. They are very, very different. But yes, hello, welcome on in. Yeah. We should change to some other topic that isn't whatever it was that we were talking about, so it's fine. Raids usually pop in at the most awkward time, so it's a nice change of pace. Yes, exactly. I'm actually so happy. This is like the one bit of luck I've had all week, I swear to God. So thank you, Leon, for your raid timing. I do appreciate that a lot. And I do hope that you had a really good stream. No, Zello, no. Please stop. Please stop. And Zatsu Pom Fruits, thank you for the links over to Leon's channel. And Joe Noel, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, we hit Spartan. Welcome back, Spartan. Welcome back. Oh, I need to drink some water. Welcome. Aquarabius, thank you for the gifted. Angela Noel again, thank you for the gifted. I do appreciate it. We hit Hoya and Hafu. Oh, nope, that's the same person. Why did I just read the same name as 2 different people? My brain is fucking mush, guys. And we had Hoya and Ender. Welcome, guys. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your time here. And thanks again, Jella Noel and Curry. Yes, I do appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night, Doom King. Have a good night. I hope you get lots of good rest. Yes.
No escape now.
It's not a raccoon stream, though. If you think that this is a raccoon stream, you would be sorely mistaken. I am, in fact, a Tanuki. I am a Tanuki, which is very, very different from a raccoon. Yeah. Because Tanukis are canines, and we do things that raccoons don't do. Like, I was gonna say climb trees, but they definitely do that. We hibernate. They don't do that. We hibernate. Did you know that? Did you know that Tanukis hibernate? Tanukis hibernate. Yes. And that's what I blame me being sleepy all the time on. Yes. I do, yeah, you are correct, Mamie. Why did I say that? May, you are correct. I do, in fact, work with raccoons, yes. You didn't know that, really? Yes, we do hibernate. Yes. Usually in groups, Tanukis like to cuddle in groups and then hibernate. Yes, they're quite the social creature, but only with other creatures that they like. Yes. You didn't know that Tanuki luck is stored in the balls? Yeah. Yes, luck and magic is stored in the balls, and for those of you who are very confused by that fact, it is Bakadanuki, or like the lore, the Japanese lore, yokai lore behind Tanukis. They are also a symbol of luck and financial gain. Generally not for themselves though, just for the people around them. So, yeah, I personally have like very, very bad luck. I actually am like quite known in general for having generally shit luck. But yes, I can be lucky for people around me, and honestly, that's more important to me anyway. So, I thought you were gonna talk about the lore about Tanuki balls. I mean, we've talked about that before. We don't need to go into Tanuki balls again. It's why Tom Nook is a business person. Yeah, in part, for sure. Because a lot of like stores and stuff will have like a Tanuki with giant balls in the front. The bigger the balls, the more luck. So yes. But they're also known to be like mischievous tricksters. We're just little guys trying to have a good time, okay? Just little guys. Tanukis, raccoons, and pandas of different different colors. Well, I mean, there are other different characteristics as well. There are other different characteristics as well. Yeah, there are. Like, my ears are different. If you look at my ears versus like Pompon's ears, they're different, and my tail is different. I mean, I guess if it's moving like that, it's harder to see. But it doesn't have stripes. Tanuki tails don't have stripes. They're just dark at the end. Cause like if Pompon, oh, hey, can you your ears? Yeah, it's okay if they look at them. Okay. Your tail. I'm gonna move you up a little higher, okay? See? He's got stripes on his tail. He's got stripes on his tail. Yes. So we do have some differences. We do have some differences, I promise. You want to stay over? Oh, okay, going back to what you're doing? Oh, okay. See ya. Yeah, so there are a lot of like similarities in terms of like coloration, especially between Tanukis and raccoons, which is why the English word for Tanuki is just raccoon dog for some fucking reason. But they are different. They are different. They're actually like very taxonomically quite different. And Zello, thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Yes. With the mask, you look like a rat. I don't look like a raccoon. I do not look like a raccoon. This is the content you come for. Thighs, blessed be. Even palm for free. Thank you for rejoining the Trickster's Master. Happy 6 months. Happy 6 months. You know that red pandas aren't technically pandas either? Yes, exactly. I don't know why. In English, for some reason, even though there's like unrelated things, a lot of animals' names are based on like common Western animals as opposed to like just coming up with something completely different, which I guess kind of makes sense just because you're trying not to like confuse people. I guess you're trying to make them seem more normal, question mark, more like easy to remember and like. But it's still weird to me, because yeah, you've got like koala bear and red panda and raccoon dog. It's fucking... It's stupid. None of us are bears or raccoons or anything of the sort. Reminds you of how noodles were first called Asian spaghetti. Oh my fucking god, were they actually? Raccoon dog, what's that? That's another name for a tanuki, which is so stupid, because we're not raccoons. We're technically not dogs either, but we are canines, so. Trash panda. Our coloration is similar. That is it. Coloration, that is it. That is it. Oh, I heard bunny. That's good. That's very good. I haven't really heard them for a while, so that's good. See, look, I've got... You can look around my eyes. I've got colored markings on my eyes.
Thanks for your wallet.
And my ears. They're not raccoon ears. They're tanuki ears. And you guys already saw my tail, so I don't need to show you that again. But yeah, we have like similar-ish coloring, but it's not the same. It's not the same. And Vigra, thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Thank you. How do you explain Flau-Cyon? The ancestor of raccoons, but it contains Cyon. Checkmate bird. That's like saying that auntie has the word aunt in it, and aunt has the same letters as aunt, and therefore your aunt, aka your parent's sibling, is the same as an aunt, auntie. That's not, no. 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 You're still shocked I don't have human ears? Yeah. I don't have human ears. No human ears. I have only 2 ears. Ears on the top of my head. That is all I have. See? No ears. No human ears. It's because I'm not human. I'm a tanuki. Whee! Yeah, no human ears for me. I am tanuki. Yes. I did realize though. That the Gen 5 girls have multiple pairs of ears. Some of them have bonus ears. And it makes me wonder about the... There was that one picture with all the cat and the many ears and the things. Oh wait, did you guys not notice? Yeah, some of them... is it all of them or is it some of them? The vast majority of them have more than one set of ears. Which at first I didn't notice, and then I did notice, and then I was like, no! Because it means that we're not the same. I was so excited. Some maybe, yeah. There's at least one girl that has only one set of ears.
Thanks for your wallet.
But yeah. That's certainly a thing. How do you wear headphones? Profan Sanity. Thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Thank you for your 3rd soup on a live. How do I wear headphones? You know, I can just like put little earbuds in, right? Just put little earbuds in. Yeah. I mean, also though, like my hearing is pretty good. So if I just put stuff on the desk, I can usually hear it anyway. I mean, to be fair, most animals have like pretty good hearing comparatively. But if they fall off, I mean, like they're not. Okay, like you guys are assuming, right, that I wear the same kind of headphones as you guys do, right? But like, why would you assume that? Why would you assume that? I'm not from your world. I'm from the raccoon world. Do you think that Raccoon World does not have Raccoon World headphones? What? That's not how that works at all. Hmm? Do you get specialty? Well, for you guys, I guess they would be specialty, but like they're not where I come from. Do you need custom-made headphones? I don't, because I come from a world where a lot of people have very similar ears to me. The Raccoon World. Yes, I know how it sounds, but I promise I'm not a raccoon. I just grew up in the raccoon world, okay? I am just special. I am the only Tanuki that I know. But I do know that I'm a Tanuki because raccoons don't look like me. They don't look like me at all. I mean, you guys saw Pompon. That's what they all look like.
Your wallet.
Reno, did you just threaten to chop my ears off in a soupa? I appreciate the soupa. I do not appreciate the scissors. Thank you, but no. No, but thank you. Some organization of those words. And Vigrid, thank you for the soupa as well. I appreciate it. Decide where fake human ears when cosplaying. Or you could just put a wig over it. It's fine. I mean, if I really need to, I'm sure I could use my shape-shifting to like create human ears for myself. Cause like I can make my Tanuki ears go away. I just don't usually do that. And I've not really tried to make human ears because honestly I never really thought about it until now. But I could technically get human ears if I wanted to. I don't know why you would want to do that though. Oh, well, I mean, maybe you guys might want to do that. I feel like most of you are biased, though, you know? I feel like you're biased. Yes, yeah. I am not... not a raccoon. Not a raccoon. Do they have head binders to help conceal the ears? I don't know, man. You're gonna have to ask them. If the Tanuki ears go away, can you still hear? Well, they don't technically go away, right? Like, it's illusory. It's you know, Tanukis work with illusions. Kind of like Gumiho or Kitsune. Yes. We have illusion-based powers a lot of the time. So I can just go... Nope, that was wrong. That was the wrong magic. Hat, go away. See? I got it right. I got it eventually. To prove it, you should show your thighs, I mean tail. Should I? I mean, I could. But should I? Right? That's the question. I think that's the question. It's always a question, because, like, technically, I always can. It's not like it's hard. They make a solid point. What point was I? What point was I? What point was made? I didn't see a point being made. Just because you want to isn't a good reason. Thick size save life. Yeah, I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. But that's still not a good reason. That's okay though. That's okay though. I'm sure you'll come up with a good reason someday. I'm sure that you guys will become very, very good and talented debaters, and then you'll be able to be like, Cyon, we want to see the tail, and I will be like, why? And then you'll give a really good reason, with like scientific evidence or something. Oh. That might be a really good reason. It's not like a really good reason. That's a pretty good reason. That's an okay reason. Okay. Thank you for the super dough, Noel. Thank you for the pretty please. You asked very nicely. It's not a very good reason, but like, you tried.
Thanks for your wallet.
Tail. 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 Yes. And rigor mortis as well. Thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Getting my degree in rhetoric now. Awesome. Great. I love semantics and rhetoric and arguing stupid points for no reason. Oh, you need a better reference for fan art. Okay, Acratheus, that's actually a good reason. I would have taken... That's a good reason. I'd take that. Because you want proof it's not your raccoon tail? That also would have worked. You just gotta come up with good reasons. I do like good reasons. I was about to say I do like good raisins, but I don't know if I like good raisins or not. I think raisins are okay every once in a while. You know, they're okay sometimes, but... sometimes they're not. Sometimes you just don't want raisins and things, you know? Like snickerdoodles, for some reason. I once had snickerdoodles with raisins in them. That was not good. That was very bad. On the other hand, like oatmeal raisin cookies, those are great. I'll take those. Those are delicious. Those are good. Or like raisins and brown sugar and oatmeal, that's fine. I can deal with that. Or like with maple syrup, that's fine too. But other things, I don't know. Can Cyon change your age to look like her emote? I mean, I'm sure I could try eventually. I could think about it and then like meditate on what it is that I want to look like, and then maybe someday I could. I've never really wanted to try to do that though, so I don't know. I don't know for certain, but I'm sure I could try to. You never felt betrayal until you bite into a chocolate chip cookie to find out it was raisin? I mean, I've once had a chocolate chip cookie that was raisins and chocolate, but I guess that's not quite the same thing. You meditate? No, I do not. Have I tried to meditate? Sure. But a lot of meditations that are like scripted, God, what's the word? What's the fucking word? Like led meditations, scripted meditations. I don't know. The ones where you like listen to a thing and then you do the thing, are like, picture a beach, feel the warm wind blow over you, and I can't do that. And then there's also the people that are just like, oh, like sit and like feel like fall into nothingness and like count your breaths. I can't do those either. Yeah, I can't do those either. Because like brain does not fall into nothingness. That's not a thing that happens to me. And also when they're like concentrate on your breaths, then I just start manually breathing, and that's not relaxing at all. That's not relaxing at all. So yeah, I've tried to do that a couple of times, or like a good chunk of times, because like it's supposed to be really good for mental health things, you know, like depression, anxiety, and things like that. And I was like, ooh, that would be nice. I could use bonus things that make me feel good. Turns out that's not, you can't turn your brain on command and go auto. I mean, I can disassociate, but that's not quite the same thing. That's not quite the same thing. And I can't do that on command either, but like I can like try to force myself to do that, which is not a good thing to do. But like, sorry, Cello. I'm so sorry, Cello. I decided I'm so sorry. Yeah, so I have failed miserably every single time that I've attempted to meditate. A good meditation is focusing on muscle groups, tensing and relaxing them in sequence. Yeah, so you know, fuck you, Acrafius. Anyway, another thing I'm really bad at is body, what's the fucking word for it? God damn it. I have very low awareness of my own body. Does that make sense? Like, it's also why I get mysterious bruises, because I just will walk into things because I don't realize my body is still there. But like, I have very, very low awareness of my own body, in that like, when doctors are like, hey, where's the pain? I'm like, I don't fucking know, somewhere on the left side. And they're like, well, like upper left side, lower left side. I'm like, my leg. And they're like, okay, but like which part of your leg? And I'm like, the leg part of my leg. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I have, or like the type of pain, when people are like, what type of pain? Is it like stabbing pain or throbbing pain or like whatever? I'm like, it hurts big amounts. So yeah, I have really low abilities to tell what is wrong with my body, or like how things work in my body. I can tense muscle groups that are like large muscle groups on command. So like if people are like I can like tense my abs, or like my butt, or like my can I even do my thighs? Yeah, okay, well, I just tensed my thighs and then I cracked my back, so that was pretty great. Or like calves. But like if someone is like, all right, like oh my god, if you've ever had a personal trainer and you've been to the gym and they're like, okay, focus on these things, and you're like, most people can be like, oh yeah, okay, and they'll like flex that part and they'll work that part. I can't do that. So the only way that I can do it is by like, if I use my other hand and I like push on the thing, and then I do a motion that causes that, I have to like wait until I can figure out what motion causes that muscle to flex as I'm touching it. And then I can kind of figure it out. How do you flex your thighs and crack your back? So I have a disproportionate amount of muscles in my lower body to my upper body. So for some reason, if I flex my thighs and butt, I can like, it will change the way that like the musculature and bones are not quite technically bones, but like the musculoskeletal way that it sits like between my waist and my hips will like, the muscles do the thing and they like roll over the, anyway, it's because of the way that I'm built. We'll put it that way. I feel like it's like if you feel like hips, waist, right? You flex the hips, and then the muscles do the thing. And if there's anything that was tense here, then it moves that, and then it like has a cascade reaction. Yeah, it's perfectly okay. Yes. But I also it's also bad. It's also bad because it's not good if you have muscle groups that are like that are like well stronger than other parts, because then your body like overcompensates for like the weak and strong parts. Anyway, it's bad. I need to like actually do upper body things, and it's yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. Don't do what I do. And Cyan can't pull herself up from a ledge. Yes, that is correct. If I can step up onto a ledge that is waist height just using my legs. But if I were to try to only use my like arms and upper body, there's like a fucking 0% chance that's happening. None. Zero. Nothing is happening there. Yeah. I have like 0 upper body strength. I should have more core strength than I do have as well, which is also part of the reason that like because it's because of the way that my muscles are like built or anyway, it's because I did not work out in the correct way. Well, and the way that my body is built in general, I am. I mean, you guys see what I look like. I am bottom heavy comparatively. So yeah. Buff Tanuki from the waist out. I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm buff. I wouldn't say that there is like overt musculature. There is just more. It is just unbalanced. That does not mean that I am buff. No. But when I was more active, did I used to have like a lot of muscle definition on the lower half of my body? Yeah, sure, okay. But like that's just not. That's not now. That is not now. No one is judging you, not with those thighs. Yeah, so it's fine. Everything is fine. But yeah. I mean, nowadays it's great to have thighs because everyone is like appreciative of thighs, which is great. I enjoy that. I've always liked thighs. But like when I grew up back in the raccoon world, guys, it was like a fucking sin to have thighs. Like if you weren't a size 0, if you didn't have fucking toothpick legs, not hot. You were not hot. You were not hot. And that gave me a complex for so long, you guys, because my bone structure does not allow for size 0 thin legs, okay? That's just not how that works. It's terrible. So it's fine now because everyone is like, ah, yes, thighs are fantastic. But like when I was growing up in the raccoon world, it was very much like anything more than like a 2 was like, oh my god, she's got thunder thighs. Oh my god. So it didn't matter if you wore like an extra small on top if you had fucking thighs. And yeah, I mean, you can't exactly change your bone structure. That's not really how that works. And you guys know exactly what my bone structure looks like, so yeah, that's man, the fucking complex I got from that for so long. It took so long to be like, it's okay. Cause like, you look at other people and you're like, thighs, those are great thighs. But then like, you have this weird internalized like, well, other people's thighs are great, but like my thighs are stupid. I need to have less thighs. So, but it's fine now, Is it because of hip size? Yeah, in part. I also just, in general, that's just the way that my body exists. I am comparatively bottom heavy. But yeah, like if you have wide hips, you're not generally speaking going to have super thin legs. Because that would look really weird. That would look really weird. That would look really weird. Could you imagine having like, I don't fucking know, like what's yeah, no, brain, not can you pick a number? I don't know, if you had wide hips and then just like tiny little toothpick legs, you wouldn't fit into pants either. You wouldn't fit into pants. No one makes pants for people with wide hips and thin legs because it's very much like not a thing that generally happens. Does it happen to some people? Yes, I'm sure that there's people with like wider hips and thinner legs out there. But generally speaking, that's not how it works. You're basically describing Mewtwo. No! Not Mewtwo as the beauty standard. Oh God. 5-inch thigh gap. Oh my fucking God, when thigh gap was a thing. It's fine. Skinny jeans. Oh man, that was a time period when everyone was wearing skinny jeans. And like, not the confusion that I always had with that was that like male fashion right before skinny jeans was like that like really baggy, like hanging off your ass sort of jeans, and then it like really quickly transitioned to skinny jeans, but like dudes were still wearing like weird boxers that they had when they had their pants down to their fucking ankles. And so you would just have like guys with skinny jeans that were just way too tight. Oh my, I don't need to know everything about your anatomy, dude. Like just skinny jeans that were way too tight, and then out the top of the fucking skinny jeans was just boxers for some reason. I don't understand. I still don't understand. Why was that a thing? I don't know, man. Fashion is fucking weird. You prefer baggy? I mean, I think somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle would be nice. Baby girl, hello. Wait, I've got some snacks. I was planning on ending soon, but if she can eat these out of my hands, I'll keep going. No, wait, no, please. No, I said please. Please eat the snackies. I don't want to have to force feed you again. At least you're moving. I'll take that. I'll take moving. Okay. Well, she's moving around well enough that I feel comfortable going on for a little bit longer, but damn it, I'm gonna have to force feed her tonight. She's still not eating properly. Ah, darn it. Hello. Welcome on in. Hello, Raiders. I hope you had a good stream. Yes. I hope you had a really good night. We've just been chilling and talking and hanging out. Yes. I'm just staring over at my buns, seeing if they're doing a thing, but at least they're walking around now. I'll take it. Because they did spend like 4 days hunched into one corner, so at least they're moving. I'll take it. On, thank you. I have indeed been having a time, in part due to the buns, but today, since I've gotten home from work, has been the first time they've actually like moved around, and the one I was most worried about had a single piece of hay, so I'll fucking take it. They're doing a little bit better than they were yesterday, and I was really worried because they were doing worse than previously yesterday. So yeah, moving means they're feeling a little bit better. One of them is fucking eating cardboard, and I'd prefer if she fucking ate her food instead. Yes, you. Anyway, I love you, I hope you had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you for coming and hanging out for a little bit. I appreciate it. And Pon, Zatsu, Pon Freaks, thank you for posting I's links. And for those of you who don't know I and would like to go check her out, she's fantastic. She's really cool. Please go click those links. That should bring you right on over to her channel. She's very neat. She also likes Outer Wilds, and you know, so that's cool because like I feel like anyone who likes Outer Wilds is cool. So cardboard is tasty. Yeah, it is. For some reason they really like it, but like it doesn't actually give any nutritional value, and they kind of need that right now. So that's why like I know that I'm going to need to force feed them because they're gonna fill up on fucking cardboard like goddamn idiots. Stop eating that! Ah. Jello Noel, thank you for the soup, I appreciate it. Oh nope, that's not what I wanted to say. Thank you for the gifted membership. Jesus fucking Christ, Scion, brain cell, please. But thank you, I really do appreciate it, and welcome on in, Zoga. Oh my god, guys. I've already told you guys how stressed I've been at the beginning of the stream. And like, dude, my brain is just melted out of my ears. I swear to God, the last brain cell has just like cooked itself in the like anxiety stress frenzy that it's been having. There's nothing left up there, man. Ugh. Never knew some people could be allergic to cardboard until yesterday. Ah, I mean, I could see it, given that, like, I mean, it has to be processed and there's, like, bonding agents or, like, glues involved. So I could see why people could be allergic to it. I've never met anyone who, is allergic to
Jackpot.
cardboard,
Yeah.
but, like, I could see that happening for sure. I mean, there's people allergic to the sun and water. Why not cardboard? Thank you for the super Jello. No. I'm sorry for getting it wrong. I'm sorry. But yes, thank you. Most people don't eat it, so they don't figure it out. Yeah. Oh, speaking of, that's part of it. So I did get so stressed that I accidentally joined the bunnies in not eating for a little bit there. And that did not help with the brain fog and or non-existent brain cells. Yeah, I just was really stressed and like kind of forgot that I needed sustenance to live. So like, yeah, that's part of the reason that like brain does not work. I did eat today though. After I promise I ate today. I had 2 full meals today and a coffee. Yes. And a croissant. I started my day with a coffee and a croissant. I guess that's technically breakfast. I had breakfast. I had 3 meals today. I had coffee and a croissant, and then I went for a walk because I was gonna try to buy a screwdriver to see if I could fix my 3DO because I can't fucking find my screwdriver. I know I own 3 and a drill, and I couldn't find any of them. So I went for a walk to go get a screwdriver, except the hardware store was closed on my lunch break. So I didn't get a screwdriver, and so my 3DO, I still don't know what's wrong with it. But I did get McDonald's, and I got a McDouble, and I got chicken nuggets, and then I got a emotional support bubble tea. Yes. I got an emotional support bubble tea. And that was very good. And until I got back to work and a single boba fell out of the top of the straw and landed on the floor, and then my boss laughed at me. So yeah, it was good until then. Oh, gotta go stretch and eat. Yes. Oh my god, I get something delicious. I hope you have something really good. And yes, get lots of rest. Get lots of rest. I'm sure you're tired after streaming. I hope you get a good stretch, good snacks, and good rest. Yes. Ooh, a pot pie. That sounds so good. That sounds so good. Yes. And then I also ate Swedish meatballs. That's what I had for dinner before stream. Yes, I ate Swedish meatballs. And some chocolate-covered crisps. Those were also very good, but those don't really count as food. It's not healthy, but at least you ate something. Honestly, it doesn't get much better than that for me ever, honestly, but that's fine. Yeah, but I actually... I honestly didn't even realize that I've already told you guys I kind of just stop existing when I get too stressed and mental health is not great. Usually I'm pretty fine. Like, it's pretty rare that I just, like, am not okay. I've gotten really good at, like, being able to deal with stress and, like, minimize it in a lot of ways. But yeah, I've just been hit by a lot of different things in my personal life, and then the bunny's getting possibly deathly sick on top of that, because if they fucking needed surgery, I could maybe afford one. I have the savings that I could pay for a bunny surgery, but if both of them needed it, I don't just have thousands of dollars lying around. Should I have more savings? Probably. Do I have more savings? No. Which is, part of the reason why I'm like, yeah, I'm an adult, but am I a functional adult? I don't know about that. If they needed to host a donathon, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I don't feel comfortable doing that at all. Time for bunny funds. I mean, I would probably, like, ask Ma and Pa Hart before I ever tried to do something like that, because I don't know, I always feel bad about that kind of thing. Like, I mean, I'm very much of the idea of, like, if you're gonna be a pet owner, you should, like, do research beforehand so that you know how to take care of the pet and, like, everything that needs to go into it. And also, like, be informed about, like, how much it's going to cost if certain things happen. Which, like I said, I do have enough for, like, full-ass surgery and stuff. And, like, it's not fun to have to drop $500 on an emergency vet visit. But, like, I did it, and it was fine, right? Like, I had the ability to do that. But if they need $2,000 surgery, and there's 2 bunnies, that is less okay. That is less so, But, like, I do have enough that it's, like, it's fine. And if one of them did need something like that, I would be okay. Like, that's not gonna, like, set me out of house and home or anything. I could also pick up more shifts in the raccoon world, and it would mean more late night streams as opposed to daytime streams, but, like, I can do that in theory, because we're always fucking short-staffed, so it's fine. They always need people. Yeah, but, like, I would personally, I'm just the type of person that, like, I would feel bad for, like, like, having, like, a whole ass donathon or something for something that, like, theoretically should be my own responsibility as, like, an adult and a pet owner, right? Like, I appreciate the thought and the fact that you guys actually, like, care about me is like really heartwarming. And I do really appreciate it. But, like, yeah, I don't know, just, personally. I'm just bad at, like, I just don't like asking people for things. I just don't like asking people for things. Yeah, I don't know. I've been told that it's like maybe older sibling syndrome sort of thing, but, like, I like people to rely on me, but I don't really like relying on other people. I have a really hard time doing that, and, like, I'll like I'm very okay like talking about like how I'm doing or like what's going on or things like that, but as much as I'm okay like saying it, like I'll never be like, or like very rarely am I like, hey, like this thing is going on and like, can you help me with that? It's always like, this thing is going on and I'm about to die, so like see you in 3 weeks. But like I will also chastise people for doing that, you know? It's another one of those things where it's very much do as I say and not as I do. Yes. So like, you know, like if one of my friends, like, I mean, I've straight up done this, but like if one of my friends can't afford for like, you know, vet bills or something, I will like chastise them and like forcefully send them money if I can help. Because like, fuck you, let me help you. On the other hand, if someone did that to me, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Leave me alone. Which I know is not healthy and I'm working on it, okay? But yeah, that's the kind of person I am. So it's like, even asking my parents for things makes me uncomfortable. I believe it's actually like an over independence is kind of the like, yeah, I don't know. It's very hypocritical, Jella Noel. I know it so well. Like I know it so well that I'm highly hypocritical. Like I said, it's very much a like do as I say and not as I do. Because I want everyone around me to be like taken care of, and I want everyone to be healthy and to like be doing well, and like if I can help, I want to be able to help. But like fuck you, let me do this myself, I guess. I don't need your help, I can do it myself. Which I know, again, I understand that that's not oh yeah, I understand that that's not good, but I also understand that that's, you know, a me problem. Yes. I've been trying. I've been trying, you know. So like now, if I have like a problem with like mic settings and stuff, like it used to be that like I wouldn't even ask anyone about that. I would just like spend hours trying to figure out what the fuck was wrong with it. And I've gotten more comfortable being like, hey guys, those of you who are like more, you do the thing. Has anyone run into this? How do I fix this? So like things that aren't necessarily like monetary, I've gotten way better at asking for help when I like have needed it. But I still like, you know, I'm still me, so I'm trying though. You're making feelings awake that never wanted to be stirred. Stirred. I know that that's probably the correct spelling, but for some reason my brain is just now going stirred, 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 over and over for no fucking reason. It's very distracting. Taking help from others isn't essentially a bad thing. You don't always need to carry the burden by yourself. Yeah, like I said, it's something that I am working on. I do understand that logically. The problem is it's not like a logical thing, you know? It's very much, like I said, it's very hypocritical. It's very hypocritical. I think in part it comes from like, it comes from my deep abandonment issues. I want to be useful and helpful. Yeah, that's definitely part of it. You know, I wanna be the person that people can rely on, but like I don't want to have to rely on people, which I know again isn't healthy. I get it. We're working on it. I promise, okay? Yeah. No, I'm very yeah, I know how many things are not good in my brain. I am well aware of all of the hypocrisy that is piled upon my personality. And like I said, I'm working on it, but it is very much a slow process. Yes. Knowing something versus feeling it is very different. Yeah, exactly. I stirred just bumping along the edges of Science Mind like the DVD screensaver. Yeah, essentially. It's essentially an auditory. It's that, but auditory. Yeah. That is exactly what that is. Talking about jeans, you used to have a pair of jeans where the top part was really loose and the legs were so tight walking is a pain in the arse. I could fucking see that. There were some really weird fucking jeans out there for a while. Seek help? I have help. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Wait till it hits the corner. Ah, the legendary corner. Have you guys ever done that? Did you guys ever like actually wait and watch it hit the corner? Did anyone else actually do that? Like just watch the DVD thing bounce around in corners for no fucking reason? Or like try to, and it would like, I feel like I feel like there were two versions, you know? Because I swear to God, I've seen it hit the corner. But then also, I've waited for like ever, and it's never hit the corner. So I almost wonder if there's like a version where it does hit the corner and then a version where it doesn't hit the corner. Or like they came out with slightly different ones over the years or something. Because I swear to God, I saw it hit the corner. But like, I've also been told that it doesn't ever hit the corner, and I don't believe that. There are definitely different versions where it doesn't hit the corner. Okay, maybe those were just more common. I don't know. Might depend on the aspect ratio of your screen. I don't really think aspect ratio of screens was a thing until like more recently. They were all the same fucking size. There really wasn't an option. You had a box. That box was what things were played on. You may or may not have spent more than an hour waiting for it to hit the corner. Yes, that is a mood. That is definitely a mood. Some streamers have something like that for their BRB screens. Yes. Yes, indeed. Why? Anyway. I, at one point, did animate something like that. I did indeed. Some are programmed, recorded to never hit the corner. Ah, yeah. Oh, the maze and pipe screensavers. Man, old school screensavers were so cool. They were so interesting. Did you ever just... Or, wait, the media player. Oh my God. Sorry, I haven't thought about that in forever. But like it would just have all of the, I don't know why the fuck I made those noises to try to like show you guys what I was trying to think of. Anyway, they would make these really cool like patterns based on like the beat of whatever it was that you were listening to. And it just like was like blah, 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 blah. Oh, you fucking can't see my hands. I don't... Anyway, the old media players for everything were just really colorful and really cool. Did you just out yourself as a hag? Look, it's fucking canon at this point, okay? No one is surprised. I have talked about dial-up on stream before, okay? It's fucking fine. There's a reason I have the emote that yeah, okay, there it is in chat. Yeah, look, there is an emote specifically for that, okay? It's fine. Wonder if we can get it on stream at some point. I wonder, do I need perms for that? It's not technically a game. It's not technically a game. I don't know. You might be too young to know this. That's fine. That is perfectly okay. Sometimes I'll talk to the other girlies and I'll say something and they're like, huh? And I'm like, ah, fuck. So don't worry about it. It's fine. And Entei, thank you for rejoining the Tricksters. Happy 5 months. Do you remember the green head Windows Media Player skin? No. But to be fair, I have a really bad memory when it comes to specific things because I don't have like a visual memory of them. Which is why my brain went to the media player because we were talking about the DVD thing because they were linked in a certain time period in which fun things were on a screen, and that's what linked them. Anyway, you wouldn't download a car. Yes, I fucking would. Man, every time those things played, I was always just like, says who, bitch? I would download a car. I would do that. That's fine. Did you use Winamp? What's Winamp? I mean, I'm sure if I Googled it, I would understand. Remember LimeWire? You remember that one fucking piece of there was one particular porn piece that was uploaded, I swear to God, 12 bajillion times. Every single thing that you could possibly search for on LimeWire. There was a chance that that's what you were gonna get. Doesn't matter what you were trying to look for. Doesn't matter. You wanted an anime episode? You wanted a piece of music? You want it? Doesn't matter. There was a high chance it was gonna be the exact same. You think you know this? Yeah. 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 They think like fucking traumatized baby. LimeWire, that's a word you haven't heard in a while? Yeah. Shock Chat is just showing how young they are. It's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, that was certainly a thing. Only it wasn't the video. No, it was just the sound. It was just the sound. Which is great because like I would have fucking simply ceased existing if it wasn't just the sound. But it was everything. I swear to God, whoever did that spent so long uploading the same piece of fucking media under so many I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they did it. Because at that point, like nowadays, it's like, okay, you take a bot, you fucking get it to scrape for like the top 10,000 things searched, and you just upload it under each of those names or whatever, okay? And then... But this was so long ago. That wasn't really a thing. And if it was, then you were like hugely into tech because you needed like internet connections were garbage, and the amount of everything that was going to be needed to do something like that is absolutely ridiculous to think about. Oh, like some person spent so fucking long trying to just fuck with other people, and I don't understand. It must have been multiple people. Yeah, I feel like it started with one person and then just like people found it funny, and then like more and more people did it. Because I can't see any other way that it would have been like that prolific. Like it was everywhere. You could be downloading a kids show. You could be downloading a math game and this would come up. Okay? Just fucking crazy, man. Just fucking crazy. Yeah, you were waiting excitedly for your download and then bam! Yeah, right, Jello? Oh, I'm so glad someone understands. What is LimeWire? Yeah, it's very, very old software. Just, we'll put it, that's all I can say. just old software. We're gonna leave it at that. Someone else can say it, I can't say it. You think people had that on their MySpace page? Really? I mean, I could see that, I guess. I could see that, but like, that's certainly a decision. I don't know why you would do that. Have a good night, Waverly. Have a good night. Crazy that the 90s, early 2000s are only kilobyte to a few megabytes per second speed back then. Yeah. Yeah, that's certainly something. Certainly something. It was before your time, but you heard about it? Yeah. I feel like a lot of people as well who like had older like cousins or siblings or anything like that might have heard about it even if they didn't necessarily use it. Yeah. Did you play Flash games back then? Yeah. I mean, most games were Flash games back then. Unless it came on a CD. But yeah, lots of silly little things. Lots of things that like, I mean, back then they weren't really called memes. They were just like, hey, have you seen this cool video? Or like, have you seen this like interesting website? Fucking like tractor. Anyway, I need to not get in. I just need to not need to fucking chill on that. That will take us down a whole nother rabbit hole, and I do actually have to like go force feed rabbits in a little bit here. Yeah. Fucking. Oh my god. Anyway, that particular jingle, some of you might know, but a lot of you are probably like, what the fuck is she doing? That plays in my head every once in a while, and that was from a very specific website that was not meant for kids, but was very popular with kids. Get it out of my head. No, it's stuck there now. Congratulations. Yeah. Oh man, there was some strangely gory things in that time period, guys. This is fucking back in my day. Yes. All right. I need to like not. I need to get the brain off. No more brain. Or rather, brain, but like not in like this one particular. Oh wait, why is YouTube telling me that Lofi Senpai is Lofi Senpai doing a members only, or is YouTube just being mean and telling me that she's streaming but she's not? So rude. Oh, she's not even streaming anymore. Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you. I was so excited. I was so excited, guys. I was so hecking excited. I was like, I can raid into Lofi Senpai? She's been done for an hour. Was that Happy Tree Friends or something else? Yeah, that was Happy Tree Friends. That was the one. Yeah, it truly was the Wild West. It really, really was, man. There was so much weird shit on the internet. I mean, there's still weird shit on the internet, right? But like, before, it was like somehow accidentally mainstream, which was so weird. I don't understand. Because like, there's things that people all around the world, well, not all around the world, but all around the Western world, I guess, will like know and reference, even though like most people didn't spend a lot of time on the internet, or like didn't like that fucking S, the S, everyone knows the fucking S from back then. Or like, you know, there were just a lot of things that like came around, or badgers and the mushrooms and but like, yeah, it was a lot less hidden, cluttered. Yeah, that's also true. There was less stuff. That's definitely true. Maybe, yeah, that could be it for sure. So it was just like more out in the open, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that there's a lot of different reasons as to why. Have you seen Courage the Cowardly Draw? Yes, I have seen Courage. Yep. I have indeed seen Courage. You don't like the S? He had terrible penmanship. I mean, I feel like the S was like, even if you did have terrible penmanship or you weren't good at drawing, it was a pretty simple thing because it was mainly just straight lines. You grew up in the time of Courage the Cowardly Dog or like the Flintstones. Oh my god, the fucking Flintstones. The Jetsons! I'm so mad about the Jetsons, guys. Okay, to be fair, that was already old when I watched it, but the fucking Jetsons, guys, and they were like, oh yeah, the fucking 2000s when we're gonna fly around in cars. Where's my flying car? Where is it? Give. Why? Man, they promised me all of these things and they didn't deliver. Same thing with Hack Sign. They promised me VR that I could go inside and essentially live in a video game. I have been waiting my entire life. I have been waiting my entire life for a video game that is even close to dot hack. Please, please, please. Just trap me in a video game. Just please. It's fine. And now, man, now that's such a common trope, right? It didn't used to be. It used to actually be like a pretty rare trope that kind of thing was like written about even in anime and manga, but like it's very common now. Very normal idea now. You wish you could be trapped in a game to escape? Yeah. Death game, death game. They promised us a futuristic utopia and all we got was a futuristic dystopia. It's not even all that much futuristic comparatively, right? I mean, okay, so like technology has done a fuck ton, you know? Like, you know, we've cars and like computers and the internet and like all the cool streaming shit that comes with that and like streaming technology and like fucking like Netflix shit and like, I don't know, there's tons of cool shit. A fucking holographic Miku concert, okay? Cool, that's fucking cool. But at the same time, same fucking houses, same fucking cars, same fucking clothing. Ah! Why have we not reverted to fantasy clothing? I was promised cool fantasy clothing and video games and swords. Please. We do technically have the quantum computing. I mean, yeah, I bet there's a lot of things that we like technically have, but it's just like, you know, like military or like government, so like we don't have it. Which, understandable. Sounds like people want the dystopia to become not a warning, but the blasé reality. Yeah, I used to really like reading dystopian novels, but I don't anymore. There's too many things that hit a little close to home, and I'm like, yeah, let's... This is no longer fun fantasy reading. I don't like that. I'm an escapist reader. The only nonfiction I read is like research stuff, like actual like papers or like things I'm interested in. I don't just read like nonfiction for funsies. I know a lot of people do. It's just not my cup of tea because if I'm reading something for funsies as opposed to like because I want to learn about it, I'm reading for escapism purposes. Yeah. Why read it when you can live it? That sounds terrible. No. The closest thing you have to fantasy clothes is EDM cloth pieces. I don't know if I would even count EDM stuff. I mean, to be fair, the closest that I can think of is fucking like cosplay or steampunk and things like that, but like... And is that possibly why I became a cosplayer for a while? Maybe. Maybe I just wanted to wear capes. Did I want a cowl? Yes. Could I wear a cowl? No, not without being looked at strangely, and as an adult, it's not generally acceptable in the workplace. Yeah. I think they're cool. I think they're neat. I cannot wear them to work. And they are too expensive to not be able to wear all the time, so... Sadly, we revert to Tanuki. Capes are based. I think like capes and cloaks are so cool. They're so cool. I mean, I'm a little biased. I am wearing a cape, but I think they're so neat. Even just like a capelet. Give me like a big hood. I think they're peak. I think they're fantastic. I did have like a cape that was like, there was an era where ponchos were cool. There was an era where ponchos were cool, and so like in that time period I did wear like a capelet because I was, or was it even a capelet? I don't even, yeah, it was a capelet. I was like, because I was like, I can get away with this right now, you know, like people are wearing fucking ponchos out and about, like I can wear a capelet, and people will just think, like people who don't know will just think it's like a poncho variation, like poncho with a hood. or something, or like it's not completely like caught like around the front, and it's got like a little thing, and I was like, haha. Ponchos are cool in Southwest America. Yeah, but I'm not from Southwest America. I'm from the raccoon world. Epaulettes are super based as well. I agree. And cravats as well, obviously. Am I biased? Maybe. I just think they're neat. Give me my great coat. Oh, yeah. Ponchos aren't cool anymore. I feel like in a lot of places they're probably not considered necessarily fashionable. But like they're a very useful piece of clothing. You read papers on Google Scholar on the acquisition of fear intent in animals? Huh, interesting. For the Zaraki or the predators. I feel like my brain is too scrambled mush right now to decipher most things. Apologies. You're supposed to touch grass today, but there's a storm outside. I love storms outside. Oh, I'm so sad. Well, no, maybe tomorrow it'll rain. Well, no, I don't think it'll rain tomorrow, but maybe I can hope. I can hope that maybe it'll rain tomorrow. It was really rainy recently, and that was nice, but like, man, the weather is supposed to get nice really soon. And I know that most people are very excited about that. Most people love the sun, and they love the blue skies, and they're like, yay! I fucking hate that. I mean, I don't hate it. It's fine. It's whatever. As long as it doesn't get too hot, I'm not gonna complain about it. I would prefer if the sky was gray and rainy. I don't know. Give me atmospheric rain. Yes! I fucking love the rain. I love the rain. I hate the sun. Hate the sun. Sun hate. But like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's supposed to get really nice this week. It's supposed to go like, it's supposed to be like proper like spring into summer weather. I'm like, it's only March. Leave me alone. Take the sun away. Bring me my rain. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's raining here? You've cursed me. Give it to me. Send it over here. I will accept this curse. Send it. I love the rain. I love it so much. West coast of Rakunadia does that to you? True. Yeah, that's what happens when you live in PST. That is what happens. But like, it's not time for sun yet. It should still be time for rain. Give me rain. I like it. You don't control the weather. Well, why not, Danny? Why not? You could have weather control abilities. Why not? Send me the rain. I like the rain. It's too warm when it's sunny. Rain is nice. Man. Gotta move to a place in India where it rains 260 days a year. Yeah, but I feel like a lot of places in India are probably warmer than I would prefer. Then again, I know very little about the climate in India. I do. There are places in that area, that general area, that like tend to be like humid though, and I'm not fond of humid. But like, I mean, India is very large in terms of land mass. I'm sure that there are places that are very different, kind of like there are in any other fucking area, but it's fine. You ain't the weatherman? Aw, that's sad. It's been kind of hot in your country lately. That's also a mood. Summer rainfall is really nice, but like, but it's so bad if it's okay. This is my own opinion, obviously. I hate it when it's like a hot summer day and then it rains, but the water is hot instead of cold, so it's not actually like, it doesn't actually feel nice. It just kind of feels like the sky is sweating on you, and it's gross and disgusting. I fucking hate it. Which I know, you know, so usually if it rains, it's cold, but like every once in a while you get fucking warm rainwater, and it's terrible. It's It's terrible. I fucking hate it. The words that sound so weathered. I don't know, man. It just feels gross, okay? It's like, yeah, this guy is sweating on you. Look, at least I didn't say it was peeing on you, okay? Like, it's just, I don't like it. Warm water when you are outside is the worst. Especially if it's already hot out, okay? It's disgusting, and I hate it. Blah, blah, no. Give me my cold rain, please. In Amsterdam, it rains horizontally. Ooh. I'm assuming that's because, like, it probably comes with a lot of wind. That would be my assumption, right? Like, because it's getting, like, the water's getting pushed sideways. But it also, like, if it's closer to being like a misty water, it's easier to get horizontal, even without too much wind, as opposed to, like, if it's raining really heavily, then usually you need a lot of wind to be able to, like, yeah. You hate humidity? You probably hate humidity. Yeah, I hate humidity. I hate heat. I hate cold. I just don't like weather. If I could pick, I would want it to be like, I don't know, like somewhere between 10 and 16 degrees and rainy. Always, forever. That's my idea of a good time. Like a nice mild day, so not too cold, not too hot, and rain. Yes. Misty rain, yes. Yeah, I like misty rain too. Likes inside. I also do like inside. Yeah, that's true. You would move to that place in a heartbeat, right? The best. Right? I'm so glad that you guys agree with me. That to me sounds like fucking paradise, okay? And I know other people that are like, that sucks. That sounds terrible. That sounds absolutely atrocious. Why would you want that? Why don't you want like sunny and 30 degrees? And I'm like, I would fucking die. I would fucking die. I hate that. I hate it. I don't know. Some people really like the heat. It's not for me. It's not for me. Yeah, we need to start with rain dances again. Honestly, if it would help, I would learn them. There's also, there's a place in India called Cherrapunji where it rains 24/7. Does it flood a lot there? I feel like it must flood a lot, or they must have really, really good irrigation. Nothing like going for a run through the rain. I would agree, but I'm not overly fond of running. I like walking in the rain. I love walking in the rain. Sometimes I skip in the rain. Sometimes I'm silly and I do a little dance in the rain. But I love walking in the rain. I think it's a lot of fun. Yes. You want 15 to 20? That's not bad either. 20's not, like, I wouldn't consider 20 hot, but I would consider, like, 20 is where I start, like, side-eyeing the temperature and being like, do not move anymore, please. Yeah, no, I agree, Ravi. I highly agree. Colder weather means you can put more layers on, but, like, yeah, you can't strip past your fucking skin when it's hot, and I've already talked about how I deal with the heat, which is not well. I do not deal well with the heat. I am already like 99% certain that in the summer, in the peak of summer, I will probably only be doing late night streams. Because I do really, really poorly in the heat, and the houses where I live at the moment are not made for heat, and they trap everything in, and it makes me want to die. And yeah. So I just lay on the floor and I just sweat and don't move for the entire day. I just pray that the sun goes away. And then the sun eventually goes down, and it eventually cools off, and then I can do things. I don't like the summer. I don't like the heat. I hate it. I hate it so much. I did buy an air conditioner though, finally, last year. Thank God. It is just very expensive to run. It's very expensive to run. But so I probably will be running that this year, which is fine and whatever. But don't forget mosquitoes. I actually don't tend to get many mosquitoes bothering me. Probably because my blood is shit. They probably, like, one mosquito will bite me and then it'll be like, guys, not this one, we're gonna die. Blech. Yeah. So I generally don't have a problem with mosquitoes. They tend not to bother me too much. And yeah, in terms of air circulation, I do have even now. There's a fan in my living room that just like runs all the time. It's a ceiling fan. It never turns off, specifically for like air circulation. But yeah, I do have a fan that I use in the summer as well that I bodily carry between my bedroom and the computer room, depending on where I am at that moment. Yeah. So, no demand for Cyon blood? Yes, none. There is so little fucking iron. There's not enough anything in there, guys. Like there's not enough nutrients, there's not enough iron. Anything that a mosquito could possibly want from me, they are not getting. So, box fans be where it's at. Fans of all sorts are fine. I always just worry that in the summer, if I have a fan, if I'm streaming, then like, it'll be too loud, like it'll get picked up on a lot. Which, like, I know I shouldn't worry about too much, but like I do. So sometimes I like I've always tried to buy like super fucking quiet fans for that exact reason. I dehydrate mosquitoes, yeah. That I could pass out from standing up too fast. I can and have. Because I also have low blood pressure. So yeah, these mosquitoes are having a real bad time when they try to snack on me. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's not even that I don't eat enough iron, because I at one point in my life, I did in fact try to have a very iron-rich diet. I've given up on that. I just take iron supplements. But I have to forever take them because my problem is that I don't have the binding protein that allows you to store iron in your body. So I eat it, or I have it, but I don't have enough of it. The particular binding protein. So like the iron doesn't actually get stored the way that it should, because usually, your body like holds on to some, so that if you like don't have enough iron one day, you don't just suddenly drop out of nowhere. But like, yeah, mine doesn't keep it. So like if I take it, it does its thing in the blood, it connects to where it needs to go. But like if there's anything bonus, it's gone. It's just gone. So like if I forget one day, I'm just like not okay. It's like it's very noticeable for me if I like forget to take my iron supplement. I go from being like a passably okay person to just like passing out. Yeah, going from passably normal to passing out on the floor. Which yeah, I have passed out a couple of times, but it's like I generally have everything about my physical form under pretty good lock and key. I've got it all down in general. No reserves, yeah. It is somehow fucking not possible for me to have iron reserves. So yeah. Do I need help at all? No, I don't. It's all like, that's the thing, is like I have a handful of things that I deal with on a daily basis, but they are not like, they're not like acute problems, like they're not things that are like at this exact moment like going to put me into danger in any way, shape, or form. They're all like chronic conditions, right? So they're all things I'm really, really used to dealing with, and I've generally, like I said, I've generally got everything like perfectly under control, unless I like fuck something up terribly. But yeah, for the most part, like I'm fine. I'm cool. It's all good. Stamina stat just drops. Yeah, that's a fucking mood. Ugh, it's okay though. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's kind of like, you know, I mean, it's not exactly the same thing, but it's kind of like, you know how like diabetics, you have to like watch your insulin and take insulin because you're, well, not all diabetics, but like, you know, to type 1 where your body just doesn't produce insulin. Yeah, because type 2 is insulin resistant. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it's like that, where like they have to take it because their body doesn't produce it. It's just like that. It's just like a consistent monitoring and input into your body sort of issue. It's not like a I'm going to die tomorrow sort of issue. You know? Yeah. I like to consider myself pretty lucky, honestly, when it comes to like how I exist, because it could be so much worse. It could be way worse. At some point it becomes part of your normal. Yeah, exactly. So for me, like when I say things, and I know that I've said things before, and like people in chat, y'all are just like, holy fuck, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, that's just normal for me. That's just what I've been doing for forever. Cloaker, yes. Have a good meal. I hope it's delicious. I hope it's delicious. Yes. But yeah, for me, it's very much it is what it is. I'm like, there's a lot of things like I've talked about before. Like there's, you know, people in my family that have like really bad heart problems, or people who ended up with like multiple sclerosis or like other like autoimmune conditions. And I'm just sitting out here like, I am A-okay with my like few random things that are like very, very manageable. Like there's nothing that's like really hard to manage. It could be so much worse. Cause yeah, there's a lot of things that like I like there was a reasonable chance that I could have gotten a lot of things that were a lot worse. So I'll take what I've got. I'll take my handful of weird things. At least you don't have a nut allergy or something. Yeah, I've got a lot of allergies, but I've only got 3 food allergies, and like only one of them is bad, so it's fine. Yes, I'm allergic to everything outside and things that are alive. And I'm allergic to milk and eggs and wine. Yes. Only 3, yeah, milk and eggs and wine. Those are the only food allergies that I've got. You're allergic to cats? Yeah, I'm really allergic to cats. It sucks, because cats are cute as fuck. No, it's allergic proper. It's allergic proper. So like every once in a while, I'll get like the same symptoms as someone who's lactose intolerant. But for me, it's the allergy specifically affects connective tissue and like joints and stuff like that. So like I'll get like, yeah, it's less tummy issues and more like joint pain and or rashes sort of idea. Generally it's joint pain. Generally, then that's not, just eat it. Same thing with eggs, which I wouldn't die. No, I wouldn't die for eating cakes and stuff. I ignore the fact that I'm allergic to milk and eggs because everything that I love has milk and or eggs in it. So I just have like a baseline of pain. And so but that's pretty normal for me. Yes. But wine will kill me. If red wine specifically. I don't actually know about white wine because I haven't tested it. I could theoretically test it because I don't know if I am allergic to white wine or not, but I will die from red wine. I have an anaphylactic reaction to red wine. Yeah. You can't run because you get mini heart attacks when you stress your body? Oh, that sucks. But I have a cousin who's very similar. Was it like a congenital problem, or did you... I mean, you probably don't want to tell me on the internet. Never mind. I was gonna ask if it was congenital, if it was like something that like you grew into, because my cousin was born with tetralogy of Fallot, which is like a congenital problem where just like everything is wrong. There's holes in so many places where there's not supposed to be holes. There's no holes in places that there are supposed to be holes. Ugh. And so she grew up having to get like an open heart surgery every year until she was fully grown. So like, yeah, there's a lot of heart conditions in my family as well. So I get it. That sucks ass. I'm sorry. Oh, congenital means that you're born with it. So it's essentially the proper way to say like I mean, I guess it wouldn't be like birth defect, but it's a medical condition that is specifically it occurs like while you're in the womb, like you're born with the condition. Yes. Is it the grapes? It's not the grapes because I'm not allergic to grapes. Yeah, I'm not allergic to grapes. It's just specifically red wine. It's something to do with the process in which it's made, I suppose. I'm not actually 100% certain, because I didn't really want to try. I didn't really want to try to stop breathing again. I felt like that was just a bad idea, you know. I actually don't know if I can have wine and food. I don't know if like denaturing the wine would actually have any effect or not on it, because this is actually a relatively recently found allergy, like within the last 3 or 4 years, I want to say. Because I used to be able to drink wine, and I found it out while trying to drink wine. And then my throat tried to give it a high five. So yeah. I'm actually not certain past that. It has been confirmed that I'm allergic to red wine, and I haven't really gone into anything further than that. It might be the yeast that you're allergic to. It could be. Yeah, I mean, it's probably something to do with the fermentation or process of creation. As opposed to like grapes or something, because like I said, I'm not allergic to grapes, so that's fine. Thank you for the hydration check, still red. I was actually just about to drink some water because I was like, my throat's really dry. Allergy test not specific to which part of the wine? Oh, yeah, so I went to the hospital, and it was confirmed that it was an allergy and that it was anaphylactic. And then I went and got a really, really shitty allergy test because I didn't want to pay more money for it. That was like, do I have an allergy to this thing? And the answer was yes. And like, they were like, we can like do more testing. And I was like, no, nah, that's fine. Yeah, I have been actually keeping an ear out for the bunnies. So they have been moving around, which is why I have been comfortable hanging out for longer. Because I can hear them moving around and doing stuff, which means that they're doing, like, okay. They're doing okay. They're not doing well, but they're doing okay. I am gonna need to force feed them, and I really don't want to. It sucks so bad to have to... They hate it so much, and then they get so mad at me because I have to, like, corner them and then pick them up and then, like, hold them specifically and then, like, fucking force the syringe into their mouths, and they hate it. At least they aren't dying. Well, they're not dying anymore. They certainly could have, and that's why I was so stressed. Short Zatsu. Okay, to be fair, for me, this is not necessarily a super long Zatsu, okay? All right? To be fair, this is just I mean, it's longer than like my usual pre-game Zatsus, because those I specifically stop because I remember that I have a game that I need to play. But like, yeah, this isn't long for me in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, no, I will be ending soon. I will be ending soon. 'Cause yeah, I do need to force feed them, and it does take It does take a fucking hot second to do that. And they don't enjoy it, and it takes a while to get that much food and liquid through a syringe into a bunny mouth. Your dad has an anaphylactic reaction to sunflower seeds, but he can eat things made with sunflower oil. Yeah. So I know that there is a chance that I could technically eat things with red wine in them, but I just don't chance it. I just don't chance it, so it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, buns are probably on the mend. They have eaten something by themselves for the first time in 4 days today, and they're moving way more than they were even this morning. So I am way more optimistic than I was 4 hours ago. Because I was not doing great 4 hours ago. Like, me and Serenity would make good Zatsu partners. I fucking love Serenity, guys. Serenity's so great, man. Serenity's fantastic. I mean, all of the girlies are so fantastic. I got to talk. Well, I got to listen to Roa and type. Because I was still at work and the girls were having a cute girl call. And I was like, I want to listen to the cute girl call. So I listened to them, but I couldn't actually talk because I was at Raccoon World job. But I was typing and it was great. I don't know. They're all cute. They're so fucking cute. I love them so much. I'm so glad that, like, so many people are enjoying what they do and supporting them. I'm so fucking happy, man. They worked so hard on their debuts, guys, and I think they did so fucking good. I'm so proud of them. I'm so fucking proud of them. Roa has a comfy voice. She does. Roa has a really nice voice. The fucking demon effect she had on. Oh my god. Yeah. Serenity's horror streams are fantastic. They're so good. It's so fun. Their stream times are hard for you. I can see that. They're all like very a lot of them, like, it's like afternoon and evening streamers for the most part, right? Which I guess are technically like peak. I want to say that's like that is like technically peak like NA stream times, right? Yeah, I think so. Because if you think about like EST night and then it goes into PST night. Yeah, I feel like they kind of set it up so that's they're in a lot of the peak areas. Because yeah, I know that I tend to stream like later. Even in my quote unquote daytime streams, we'll start like 7 or 8 p.m. So but like at the same time, I know that like a lot of the other girlies have everyone else covered, and like I mean that's not to say that I'm obviously, it's not that I'm like I don't want people who who have NA hours to like come and hang out with me, because like that's obviously not true, because like I also live in NA time. I mean I'm PST. I'm also just nocturnal. It's fine. They stream peak hours 2 a.m. for you, unfortunately. Oof, yeah, that's a mood. That's a mood. Yeah, so I know that like I'm definitely an outlier when it comes to like the times that I stream. Even in my version of a daytime stream, it's still late for a lot of people. But you know, I just exist on a different schedule. It's fine. Tanuki, you're nocturnal anyway. It's fine. Although we are seen sometimes in the daytime, which is, you know, sadly when I have to operate at the beginning of my Raccoon World shift, you know, it's fine, but that's okay. Serving the night owls, yeah. Serving people with similar sleep schedules to me, or people who live very far away from me. Couldn't watch Serenity streams due to how late yesterday. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. No, don't. I mean, you can sacrifice sleep, but like you shouldn't sacrifice sleep, you know? Like it's one of those like do as I say and not as I do things, because I very much sacrifice sleep sometimes to watch cute girls in the morning. Sometimes when they do like event streams and stuff, I'm like, I want to be there. And so I just like won't sleep because I know if I go to sleep, there's no fucking chance I'm waking up at 9 a.m. Okay, there's none, zero. Even if I set an alarm, I'm just gonna go right the fuck back to sleep. I'm not gonna have the like ability to like get up, put on YouTube and watch cute girls, okay? So I just like don't sleep until after I'm done with whatever I'm watching. So it's fine, it's fine. Have a good night, Ravi. Have a good night. Yes. I will. You know what? I think I will also call it though. I will also call it. So let's go hang out with Amoria Senpai. I think let's go hang out with Amoria Senpai. I do need to go force feed the babies. But especially if they keep doing as they're doing, especially if they keep getting better, having Ori tomorrow means that technically we don't have to end super early because I won't have to go to work on Thursday. So like theoretically that could work out really well. Unless it's a hell level again, because fuck that. I don't want to do any more timing jump things. I do not. But that's what we're doing tomorrow. So I'll see you guys at the usual 1 a.m. PST. And thank you so much for the Akasupa and the hearts. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out and like listening to me ramble. And I know that the beginning of the stream was a little heavy because it was just me talking about like, here's the reasons that I haven't been online and I've been depressed. But thank you guys for sticking it through, and I hope the rest of the stream was at least more fun. But yes, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and coming and chilling. And Sendan, thank you again for the Akasupa. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are all having a good night or a good day. Yeah. Let's go hang out with Amoria Senpai and give her lots of love. I won't be able to chat. I'll definitely be lurking. I'll have my sound on, but I'll be hanging out with the bunnies. But yes, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you have fun with Amoria Senpai as well. I believe she's playing a story-heavy game with some cute Amoria Senpai voice acting. In Stars in Time, it looks like. That seems fun. But yes, I will see you guys tomorrow for those of you who will be around. And for those of you who won't, I'll see you next time. Sayonara. Bye-bye.